4-2-4, and then we push up the pitch and we play our football. Now, I want to get to the point where we do two different versions of this. So when we start in 4-3-3, it goes into that. But also, there could be games where we play two very attack-minded players and fullbacks that don't overlap. So then we're just going to push these guys up, and then these guys will play inside a little bit. So notice how you still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players behind the ball, and in the other way it was the same. If we go back to how we're playing right now, when we build on this side, the left back goes and then we just shuffle across. So we still have 5 players, right? And then we have the fullback overlapping or underlapping. Now in this other way, as I said, in games where let's say we have 2 very attacking players, we have a CDM and it doesn't make sense to drop one in, we'd rather them go up the pitch, then when we're building and let's say the ball goes here, these guys drift in and then we just attack with 5. So it's the same thing. We have 5 behind the ball, and then obviously if the game opens up, then we can push one on, then okay cool, we'll leave 4 behind the ball. This way limits transition. So if we lose the ball here, at least our fullbacks are inside, so if the winger wants to get the ball here, for example, we're out here. Obviously in the other way, when the fullback goes up and we have our 2 CMs, it's still like the same thing, right? So depending on the players that are starting, I'll make that decision on which one it is. But during the game, we could keep switching it. If we can get to the stage where we know through movement, where let's say if the fullback wants to stay behind the ball, right, one pushes up, one tucks in like that. You're defending when you have the ball. So then let's say we cross it in here. If we've crossed the ball in and they head the ball, and let's say they want to kick it long to a winger, this fullback is in here, and then we're screwed, right? The fullback is there to limit that counter-attack. So the whole point here, especially on smaller grass pitches where the pitch might not be as good, I'm more likely to focus on this one where the fullbacks don't go ahead of the ball, but as I said, let's judge the lineup, let's see how it is. But the whole point is, whether it's like this or, fullback goes up and we go like that with the left back, 2 centre mids, whichever one it is, right, we're defending, but we still have the ball. So when the fullback has the ball here, they could play the 10 could play out here, and as it goes round, this one can get involved, and then obviously this one tucks round. And then this one can go up, no problem. We still have that same thing. So it's like you're moving together as a team. We never ever want, as I said, when the ball's out here and this fullback is getting involved, for some reason this one's out there. So the one point is, if you're not getting the ball, just be in a position where if we lose it, you can help us out in one way or another. I'm trying to adapt this system to maximise our ability. Whereas I don't want a one-size-fits-all when actually this player might be better here, but I'm asking this player to go here and cross the ball with their left foot when actually let them dictate from there. In some games I might put a centre midfielder, like I've already done with Steph, here. Maybe we need him to control the game in this area here. Or, I don't know, if there's a right back who maybe is not a traditional right back, but in that game where we're dominating possession, let's just keep the ball around here and then let these 5 attack. With that system, when we lose it, the whole point is they don't kick it for us to retreat. We counter press and we win it there, so we stay in our shape. The whole point is, if we lose the ball here, we counter press, so we don't have to run here and get back into our shape. That's why counter press is important. So we might end up playing the whole game with a back 2, right? And these 3, the fullbacks and the CDM, all the other way around. Yeah, it's like, as much as possible, let's not get into our shape when we don't have the ball. Let's win it, so we can always start another attack. So the counter press within 4 to 5 seconds has to be there. We need to get to that stage now, automatic. Lose the ball, like counter press. Every time we lose the ball, we're like, and then you react. That 3 seconds, a no-nonsense left back will just kick it. Yeah, look at the teams that are left in the league. These guys will just literally kick the ball. So let's say the number 10 tries to get the ball in a half turn, loses it. When the number 10 is like this, or the wing is like, you should have played me. No, win it there. We are good enough to press them, win it back, and then start another attack. Playing out from the back, today we're going to go, as we set up, 4-2-4. Now, as we know with our striker, you can stand very far, we can just kick it long. Might do that a lot on the grass pitch, potentially. Do that and then win the second, no problem. Fullbacks, as I said, when you start here, right, let's get a winger in. If there's a winger here, and the fullback is there, when you play that pass, it's so easy for the winger to press, and then it gets complicated here. But if the fullback is here, when I mean like literally in line with that 6-yard line, now the winger, when the ball goes out, if they go, look at that space. They might stay, the fullback can step, and then little combination, and then we can play from there. That's why positioning of these fullbacks are really important so they are deeper than usual. Unless, if the winger goes here, then okay, cool, we can push up a little bit. But against teams that press high, if you stay here, sometimes that centre-back needs a quick little pass. So get lower, and then you can get the ball. The high pressing means they're right there. Once again, if the fullback is there, yeah, that pass, as I said, as it goes, they're going to be right on you. But if you drop, as you get the ball, this 9 is going to press this one, but there's still a bit of time to touch and play your winger straight away, right? They have pressure. Where's the number 2 anyway? They have pressure, but then we can play those little flicks around the corner and then get out from there. But as I said, with Andrews kicking against the high press team, get offside and just kick it long, and then win the seconds. And then they'll drop, and then we can play out anyway. But to be fair, we haven't faced a high pressing team anyway, like that will press the way we do. That's why I'm saying we drop deep, we can quickly play and then build from there. When the keeper plays out here and the fullback's deep, as they get the ball here, winger drops, which means there's space here because that fullback will follow. Centre mid follows, this one tucks across, and then we're just going to curl it into this space in behind. Yeah, that's against a very high press. We're just curling it, it's like a channel pass, but whether or not they win it, we've got the second balls there. As I said, when this one drops in, sometimes trust it, give it, get your touch inside, little reverse into this space, maybe set and then we're out, or 1-2 and then we're out there. I want us to play wide and then centrally and then back up to the other side. Another way could be, we go out here, fullback receives the ball, in that meantime, move away, come towards the ball, drop, you've got a little diamond, play in that diamond and then switch. That's it. That could mean this one, so watch this, the ball goes here, set, or play this one, whichever, and in that meantime this one's dropping, opposition would have shuffled across, it's a quick little touch, play, and then we're out. We've got a little 2v1 somewhere here. Yeah? First pass goes out to the fullback, who's deeper than usual, because that gives them time to play any sort of pass. What do I always say about passing, in terms of when we pass the ball to each other on the pitch? What do I say about like...
Pass bridge.
Okay, what does that mean?
How you passing the ball.
But do you do it silently, or...?
No, vocal.
Yeah, that's what I want us to stop talking. Yeah, so the ball comes here. It could also be receive the ball, drop off, get it back, and in that meantime there's a little pocket pass vertically like that, a little reverse. Yeah, Kai does that very well with his left foot. So it could be here, drop off, as you receive it, yes you're attracting pressure, but suddenly that number 9 or that number 10 drops in to receive and then we're out. The 9 and the 10s feel free to get into these areas here. And then every time the ball goes here, you always got this player, wingers make runs in behind like that as well. This is such a simple 4-2-4, but straight away notice how it allows us to go here, it allows us to go there, back, in behind, it allows us for our centre midfielders to be very mobile, and then these two work together. Yeah, centre mids, we don't ever want to see a situation where, I don't know, the 6 is here and the 8 is there. Almost follow each other. Follow, there could be a little third man combination, and then we're out. All of this, and what I just mentioned earlier about whether the 8 pushes up and the fullbacks drift inside, what does this all come down to, all of these tactics? Can anyone mention it, which we learned that lesson on our latest game? What does this all come down to? All of this and all of everything that we do, what does this come down to? 1v1 battles. Yeah, that's how simple it is. If you win your 1v1 battles across the pitch, then we can do this. We can't play like this without winning our 1v1 battles. It's as simple as that. So first 10, 15 minutes, let the opposition know that you're better than them. Let the right winger know, the left back, let them know that you're not going to get around me, you're going to get around them. Number 9, let them know that you're not going to easily nick the ball. 10s, right, wherever you're playing, make sure that they know that you're a good player. And that means you win your battles. When they have it, you press them. When you have it, you keep it. First 5 minutes, if we don't kick the ball off the pitch, if we don't give passes without labelling it, right, that's how we can do this automatically. But in games where we're not playing, where we haven't started well, when let's say centre back gets the ball, plays it out here, number 2 kicks it off the pitch, and then it's a throw into them, and they just chuck it in the box, then they get a corner. And then when those things happen, I promise this doesn't work. That's why football, a lot of it comes down to momentum. Yeah. So, as I said, let's say fullback gets it, gives it to number 8 without saying turn or without saying bounce. Number 8 loses it, transition. Centre back wins it because the centre back has won their 1v1 battle, but that's not enough because that's only one player. So we need every single player, first 5, 10, 15 minutes of a high stakes game to let them know that I'm here to dominate. Winger gets the ball, first touch, down the line, cross it. Down the cut in, shoot, dribble. Let them know that you're not just an average winger and you're going to play safe or boring. Let them know, yeah? Because once you let them know, football is like a game of feeling. Automatically, then you'll see the patterns. This happens straight away, yeah? Or this happens straight away. And then we can just play our football from there. If you don't win the 1v1s, if you don't win your own individual battles, right, your brain will still be stuck on, oh, I just cleared the ball off the pitch. Oh, I'm not feeling well. And then suddenly, you can't naturally flow into this state. But once you do this, we call it flow state. Yeah? Does anyone know what flow state is? When you just start to play like we do 5-a-side, 6-a-side football, this automatically happens because we've done it in training. Let's help each other. Let's make our training sessions count. Let's make our hard work count. By first 10 minutes, bang, we're in their face, winning the battles, doing the basics, doing our default, and then you'll see how easily we can play through the third and then hopefully make our chances count. If that means we need 6 chances to score 1 goal, you still need to improve that. Yeah?